Hey, what is up guys, how's it up here? And today I'm going to be reviewing the all-new MacBook Pro 13-inch 2019 model. So without any further ado, let's get straight into this. So starting with the design, this MacBook feels incredibly thin in the hand, and especially when compared to my older laptop, the MacBook Pro 2012 model, this feels incredibly thin and it's really light. I don't know why people claim that it is really heavy to hold, but this laptop is really light, as you can't see it, but yeah, it is really light. And to show you how thin this MacBook is, this is a normal pen, and comparing it with the Mac, as you can see right here, it's just about the thickness of this pen. So it is incredibly thin, yeah. Okay, so now let's talk about the touch bar. So many people have different opinions on what the touch bar is. Many people think that it's a gimmick, and many people actually find it useful. And I'm one of those who actually finds the touch bar very useful, in fact. So let me just give you an example. So let's say I'm building some project, I'm doing some work, okay? I'm making an app, and let's say I wanna watch some tutorial on, okay, I have some doubts and I'm watching some tutorial. Here I'm just gonna take my video because I don't want to get copyrighted. So let's say I'm watching some Xcode tutorial on YouTube. So what this touch bar lets me basically do is I can press this button right here, and this video goes into picture-in-picture mode. So now let's just move on to something else. Yeah, okay, so let me just minimize it right there. So okay, now I have minimized the tab. So I have my video playing here. Let's say this is some tutorial. I can resize this according to my preference, and now you might think, okay, you can play it from here, and the volume control is here. So let's say the video is playing over there, and you might think there is no timeline to basically skip forward or go backwards in the video, but the touch bar lets you do exactly that. So as you can see, there's this little icon right here, this play thingy. So if I tap on that, you can see that it actually gives me the timeline right here. So I can either skip forward, I just skipped it forward, or I can actually go back to the very starting of the video. So this is incredibly helpful if you're basically trying to build apps or watching some tutorial related to some other app. So I really find touch bar useful. And the next thing I find really amazing about the touch bar is that it actually shows you emojis. So here are the frequently used emojis. Let me just swipe. So yeah, you get all these options right here, all these emojis. It feels really nice to like have them here, and you can like add whatever you want to your text right here. So yeah, this is another really cool feature of the touch bar that I'm really in love with. And another touch bar feature that I really like is suggestive text as you type. So let's say I'm typing anything good or something, so it actually shows it right here, good, game, whatever. So this suggestive text, and actually like corrects your spelling. So let me write some wrong spelling. So yeah, see, it corrects your spelling right here. So this is an amazing feature, I feel, if you're writing emails or replying to someone. This is a must-have on all laptops. And one thing that I would love to suggest is that you actually use Safari with your Mac and not use Chrome, because if you want to get these picture-in-picture and all those timeline features, you can only get them on Safari. So let's say I basically put this video on, and another cool thing is that, see, you're playing an ad, right? You can just skip right through the ads using the touch bar. That is amazing. Like, I'm basically cheating YouTube right now. Did you see that? I skipped through an ad. So okay, what I was saying is, if you want to get this feature right here, and also the picture-in-picture feature, you can only get that on Safari. You cannot get that anywhere else. Okay, let's say I move on to Chrome right here, and I were to basically go on to YouTube and put something on. So as you can see down here, I do not get those options because Touch Bar is not optimized for Chrome. So I do not get the same timeline feature, I do not get picture-in-picture, I get nothing here. So I cannot basically put this into picture-in-picture mode. So I would highly suggest using only Safari as your default browser. I'm really happy with Safari. I've been using it for like the past 5 days, and yeah, it's been really good. And the only thing that bugs me is the very small new tab button, which is really on the right hand side, but that's nothing to worry about because this Touch Bar has this one button right here which can like open a new tab very easily. So, and you can also save your favorites here, and yeah, that is it. So yeah, I would really suggest you guys use Safari instead of any other browser on your Mac. Okay, so moving on, let's talk about the trackpad. Now, the trackpad is one of my favorite things on the Mac. First of all, it's huge. The trackpad is amazing, like it's huge. And the good thing about the trackpad is that it's really responsive, and the palm rejection is really good on the trackpad. And another cool thing that you might find interesting, especially developers. So let's say I'm aligning some button right here. Now, if you're a developer, you know these lines matter. They basically help you align with these text fields or whatever. So now, what I'm trying to say here is, when I move this, my trackpad is giving me haptic feedback. That is, the trackpad is vibrating every time this blue line shows up. So this basically gives me a sense of precision that yes, my button is placed right. My button is placed exactly at the right position, the place where I want it to be. So yeah, that is another amazing feature of the trackpad. Now this works on Xcode, and I've tried it on Android Studio. Again, it doesn't work on Android Studio because Android Studio is not optimized for the Mac. Now this just takes beautiful advantage of the trackpad with the haptic feedback thing. So yeah, this is another great feature that I like about the trackpad. And talking about development, the virtual machines on Xcode at least run really smooth on this Mac. So let me just play the thing right here. So yeah, build succeeded, whatever. So now as you can see, let me just put this on. They work amazing on this Mac. So the virtual machines are way better than what they used to be on my previous Mac. So right here, see the app right here. There you go, you can like just type using the touchpad or whatever. So the virtual machines work really amazing on this Mac right here. And talking about Android Studio, even the virtual machines on Android Studio also work fairly well, but not as good as Xcode, again because Xcode is officially by Apple. So yeah, the virtual machines run amazing on this Mac. Okay, so now let's move on to that camera. Okay. Now I don't really like this FaceTime camera. Laptops just don't provide you good camera, right? I wish they provided at least a full HD camera that is 1080p, but here they provide you with only 720p. So let me just show you guys. So this is the photo booth. Yeah, okay, this is me. So yeah, this camera, the quality is nice when you are in broad daylight, like I am in broad daylight right now. So the camera is really nice in broad daylight, but during nighttime, this is not a good camera. Like the camera the quality degrades a lot during night. So yeah, the camera is like okay-ish. I don't really use the camera, but yeah, it's just here for the review. And now let's talk a little about the battery. So this is the MacBook Pro, and I've already told you that, right? So yeah, they rated this at 10 hours a day, but that is not really the case. That is, yeah, 10 hours is for only web browsing. Now I was able to get out around 6 hours of daily usage, but I'm doing some intensive work like I use Xcode, I use Android Studio, and I also use some photo editing apps. So yeah, 6 hours is fair. It's good enough for this machine. And the charging speed, let me talk about the charging speed. So this Mac basically charged from 30% to 100% in 1 hour. And now that is really impressive according to me. So from 30 to 100 in 1 hour, it's just amazing. So yeah, the battery life has been doing good. And now let's talk about the availability of ports. Yes, this Mac has only 2 Thunderbolt ports, but it doesn't really bug me because I barely use the ports. I don't use HDMI, I don't use the SD card reader, I don't use anything. I only use this USB-A port, and for that I've got a dongle. This is the official Apple dongle. Now this retails for, let me just show you guys, this retails for 1700 rupees in India. But I was just able to get this for 700 bucks, 700 rupees. Okay, so yeah, if you just talk to the guys, they're really nice. So I got this from Reliance Digital. If you're looking for buying this Mac, just go to Reliance Digital. Those guys are amazing. So yeah, this I got 1000 rupees off on this, so it works amazing. I only use USB Type A for whatever I need, and for transferring files between my phone. So my phone is an Android device, so transferring files, I don't really use this. Again, I don't even use that. I use Dropbox right here. Dropbox is really amazing if you want to transfer files. It's amazing. So I have not had any connectivity issues because I only use these ports for charging. That's at max. I never really use the ports at all. So yeah, the ports aren't a deal breaker for me. Well, now let's talk about the most dreaded thing on the Mac, that is the keyboard. Now not everybody, most of them they dislike the keyboard, but I really like the keyboard. And it's not like everybody dislikes the keyboard. There are many fans of this butterfly mechanisms out there. So yeah, I find the butterfly mechanism better than the scissor mechanism, because like the key travel is less and it actually helps you type a little faster. So yeah, I really like this mechanism and I have not had any problems. It has only been 6 days or something. So yeah, I've not had any problems right now, but if I do, I'll obviously let you guys know. And Apple has this 4 years of keyboard replacement program. You guys already know about that, right? So yeah, if your keyboard breaks or whatever happens, Apple will replace it for free for 4 years. Well, now moving on to the things I don't like about this Mac. Well, there aren't any as of now. It's only been like 6 days again. You can't really start hating a new machine so soon, right? So yeah, I don't have any problems, or I don't really hate anything about this Mac as of now. But yeah, the only thing I hate is why did you just remove that glowing whatever, just why did you remove that? So yeah, that is the only thing. And yeah, if I have any complaint or something, I'll update it to you guys. And I highly recommend that you guys get the 256 GB model instead of the 128 GB model, because 128 GB is very less with 2019 needs, and I've got the 256 GB model right here. And within like 2 days I filled up, I don't know how much, I filled up like 55 gigs. Yeah. So yeah, I highly recommend that you get the 256 GB version and not the 128 GB version. So yeah guys, this has been it for the Apple's 2019 13-inch MacBook Pro. And if you found this review helpful, please do share it with your friends and family to let them know about this cool MacBook. And please do consider subscribing if you like the video. Give it a thumbs up if you like the video. And yeah, that's it. I'll catch you guys in the next one.